Neighbors in Muscatine want slag removed from their county roads, what they hope gets accomplished at the meeting this morning.
And did you catch the super blood wolf moon last night? Find out how it got its name.
Live from the Local 4 News Studios, this is Fox 18 News at 8 in high definition.
Good morning, everybody, on a Monday morning. I'm Redrick Terry.
And I'm Alexandria Camoni. Thanks for watching Fox 18 News at 8.
New results show that slag on Muscatine County roads could be toxic. It's a story we first brought you a few weeks ago.
Slag is recycled steel and metal put on roads instead of gravel rock. And committee members are meeting with county leaders again to discuss what to do with it. Fox 18's Andrea Medina joined us in the studio with why there's been a bit of a halt. Andrea.
Alexandria, Redrick, after a lot of back and forth, county leaders have temporarily suspended the use of slag while they wait for further testing on it. And just when residents thought there was progress being made, during last week's meeting, county leaders also decided to hold off on making a final decision on what to do with slag. They say they want more evidence on the quality of the product. For months, slag committee members have conducted their own research on slag. They recently discovered toxic chemicals in it like iron oxide, silicon dioxide, and manganese. 2 weeks ago, they also presented a report from the Iowa State toxicologist that says slag contains metals at levels that can be harmful, especially children. Because of that evidence, county leaders have stopped using it. While it's a step forward, slag committee members say county leaders are still questioning the results and aren't making the issue their top priority.
And I just feel that they are trying to find ways to avoid the issue, or shift blame or the focus away from the issue. And the issue is there are toxic metals on the road placed by the county in the form of slag.
A spokesperson for Harsco, the company that provides the county with slag, says there aren't health or environmental risks tied with the material. While slag has been suspended, county leaders say the material hasn't been used on roads since last June. Residents and slag committee members say they hope the supervisors decide to permanently remove the material today. They'll be meeting with them at 9 this morning. Guys.
All right, thanks, Andrea. Moline police are asking for your help in catching an armed bank robber. Police say this man held up American Bank and Trust in Moline around 10 a.m. on Friday. He had a black or silver handgun and ran from the bank to a small white car on 41st Street. Moline High School was put on lockdown, as well as Roosevelt Elementary and Coolidge School. And if you see news happening, let us know about it. Just download the free Our Quad Cities app. You can get breaking news alerts and also share stories you want to see covered right here on Fox 18 News.
People in Clinton are still showing their support for the firefighter community. The Harley-Davidson shop in Clinton held a chili cook-off fundraiser for the first responders. The shop's marketing manager tells us this tragedy hit them hard, with firefighter Adam Kane being one of their customers, and they were eager to help in some way.
Times when you hear things like this, there's kind of that initial where, we want to be there, we want to be supportive, and then after, a funeral or whatever the case may be, you tend to see it die out. If you were to drive around town tonight, the whole town is still red. Most of the people, ourselves included, keep our red lights on until firefighter King comes home. I think that's kind of the sentiment around town.
All money collected will go to the local fund set up for both the Hosette and Kane families. This winter, when the snow piles up, you could find yourself going from drive to stuck pretty quick.
That's right. Fox 18's Sahara Rockman took one of our own cars, actually, to demonstrate how you can get your car out of the snow if that happens.
Many of us have been there but may not know what to do when your car gets stuck in several inches of snow. So we got some tips from Nationwide Insurance. First, you'll want to clear off an area away from your tires. You can use a shovel or even your scraper. You want to dig away as much snow and ice as possible, both in front and behind your tire. You also want to make sure you check underneath your car to make sure there aren't any high levels of snow there. Next, rock your car. Switch between drive and reverse to help shake off some of the excess snow around those tires. But the key is not to floor the gas. You want a rocking motion because the momentum will set you free, not the power. If you still find yourself stuck, rack up the traction. You can throw things like sandbags, salt, dirt, or even kitty litter under your tires before trying the gas again.
No matter what, always keep calm. Your first instinct might be to do something abrupt like slam the brakes, but driving experts say that'll just transfer weight to your front wheels, lightening up the back and causing the rear to spin.
Now that was actually information I need to pay attention to, but crews worked hard this weekend to clear the snow. Main roads were first priority on both sides of the river. Once those were taken care of, they moved to the residential areas. In Moline, our cameras caught them around Stevens Park on Saturday. We're told 25 trucks were out, the big ones clearing the main roads while the smaller trucks handled the parking lots. And the snow made people bring out their shovels and snow blowers, actually.
But it also made people bring out the sleds to have some fun. Fox 18's Yukari Nakayama shows us how they did it.
If you've grown up anywhere in the Midwest as a kid, you know snow only means one thing. It's sledding time.
It's so beautiful, and like when it snows, you really want to get out with the kids, get some fresh air, and have them like a little bit of sledding.
And this close to 0-degree weather isn't holding Quad City kids back.
That was awesome.
That was awesome?
The best day of my life.
Best day of your life?
In a way, sledding is an essential in one's childhood, and today Joey marked a milestone.
Going down and sledding down all the way to that hill.
This is 5-year-old Joey's first time sledding, and he says the speed and the tumbling is what will keep him coming back to Linowick Park every winter.
Just going down it and I hit it in my face.
The sleds and saucers fun also made its way across the river at Duck Creek Park.
You know, I thought it would feel a lot colder, but if you dress warmly, I'm not cold.
Pretty nice out here.
Parents say that's the key to braving the cold.
We just have lots of gloves and good socks.
It's not only fun, but a creative activity too.
We just made up the train, we made up the Three Musketeers, and now these guys are doing the spinning around going down.
So if you're finding yourself going through cabin fever during these winter months, the best remedy is a hill full of snow and a sled. In Rock Island, Yukari Nakayama, Fox 18 News.
A sled chain. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Me either. It looks like fun.
Looked like it. And with the temps dropping to near and now below 0, snow left on the ground can become solid, so use some caution on the roads and the sidewalks.
And switching gears, people in Bettendorf tried to warm up with some baking. The 6th annual dessert and centerpiece competition took place yesterday. It challenged 10 local chefs. Cakes, truffles, cookies, and more sweet treats were on display, and judges reviewed each creation for things like visual appeal, flavor, and texture. Organizers tell us that this event helps chefs push themselves to learn new things.
It just fires them up, you know, it just keeps them interested in what they're doing. You know, working in a restaurant day after day, sometimes you don't get to challenge yourself, so this is really where you get to do that.
The first prize winner took home $300.
The rare super blood wolf moon made an appearance last night. There's quite a name to it, and there's a meaning to that name. It's called super because it was closer to the earth. The blood comes from the deep shade of red it turns as it fully eclipses, and full moons in January are often referred to as wolf moons. This lunar eclipse will be the only one this year. Our crew was out at Augustana last night for a viewing party despite those frigid temperatures.
Glad that people weren't discouraged by the cold. It's still a great thing to see, and even if it's a little bit chilly, it's still a great view. Well, we have a long tradition of bringing space and bringing astronomy to the public, so we've been doing this for a lot of years, and I think it's just a great way to connect with the community and give everybody a chance to learn some cool science.
And if you went to bed early and missed it, you'll have to be patient for the next one. Won't happen again until the year 2021.
Yeah, I was one of those people that went to bed early. I don't regret it.
Not one bit. I mean, it looked great, and the pictures looked great, and I'm glad everybody had a good time out there. But not only was it bedtime, but also the warmth really just made me stay inside. I didn't want to go anywhere.
You can't beat that.
No,
Staying
really.
warm in bed. Come on, Ash.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I didn't even look at it.
Yep. Nope.
Lunar eclipses are cool. I've seen a few of them in my day. It's always fun when it is the supermoon too. When it's a little closer to the Earth, makes it look so much brighter. I saw the full moon, but didn't catch the eclipse, and I think I'll live. Alrighty, out the door here this morning though. Yeah, most of us probably wishing we were still asleep. 2 below here, waking up to a harsh reality of how cold it is. Feels like 10 below, 20 below for some of us. Traffic not too bad here on this holiday, so that's good news for us. At least the kids aren't out there freezing to death standing by the bus stop. We just have a lot of cloud cover here this morning, and as we go through the day today, it's just going to be cold throughout. So this morning, a lot of us are trying to get back above 0, but feels like wise, wind chills. Most of us still below 0 with the wind chills, and it should stay nice and cold all day long. Clouds are building in here from the west, and they're going to continue to throughout the day. Temperatures peak in the upper teens, and it will be warmer tonight. That's the good news.
Taking any amount of warmth we can get, I think at this point, bring it on.
Right, just a small good news.
Yeah.
Not that much,
Yeah.
but it's better than nothing.
Exactly. All right, coming up, the government shutdown continues. What could happen next if both sides don't come to an agreement?
The time now is 8:10. You're watching Fox 18 News at 8.
Fox 18 News is live at 8 with Redrick Terry, Alexandria Icamoni, and meteorologist Ash Simpson. You're watching Fox 18 News at 8 in high definition.